coming out today on this very cool morning. I want to thank you all. Today you are a part of a very exciting event. This is our first training for all our new hires, and you are now part of the Joe McCary Restaurant Group family. So welcome. I just want to let you know, with this training today, this is groundbreaking. You're making a part of history with the McCary Restaurant Group. This is the first training, not only for 2019, but the first one moving forward, because we are growing so fast as a family of restaurants. We are, in fact, the largest family of restaurants in the United States, if not like one of the largest, I believe. And so we're going to talk about how important that is to be involved with this family. Now, what I would like to do is go over a few of the ground rules. I would like you all to turn your phones on vibrates, or turn them off would be even better. If you do need to take a break and go to the restroom, they're right in the front here and to the left. I do prefer that you do wait for the break time though, because we're going to be covering a lot of important information today. So I would like you to stay throughout the entire PowerPoints and training. Any questions so far? Excellent, excellent. Now today you probably wonder, what are we going to talk about on this first day of training? And we are going to cover some very important points. But at the end of the day, upon completion of this orientation session, you will be able to utilize your service skills perfectly by consistently implementing simple yet professional guest service strategies for both our internal and external guests. You will also have an understanding of the Joe McCary Restaurant Group's expectations for our policies and procedures. So that's extremely important. We want to set you up for success, and we want to start out by just covering the basics. So our agenda today, we're going to go over the history of the Andiamo Restaurant Group, or Joe McCary Restaurant Group, excuse me, our locations, our leadership team, and our mission statements, introductions, so we get to know each other and what areas we're from, 5-star service standards, as well as our policies and procedures, and then any questions or comments and our wrap-up, okay? So let's get started. Now, the Joe McCary Restaurant Group, they have over 9 locations, and we just added our 9th location in Fenton. Is everyone aware of that? Excellent, excellent. So these are some of our restaurants. We're going to go over them today. But first I want to talk about the family a little bit. This is an amazing family. How many of you know Joe and Rosalie, or have you ever met them? Well, we do have the honor today of having Rosalie in our class. She is an amazing woman, and she is the head on the neck of Joe McCary. And I would like you to give her a warm welcome today. Thank you, Rosalie. And as I was putting this training together, just getting to know the family, because I like to talk through pictures. And so in the PowerPoint today, because PowerPoints can be very boring and dry, I like to work with pictures. And so just to be able to see her family and just to see how they built the restaurants from the ground up, just amazing stories, amazing stories. Now I want to talk about Joe. Joe is the founder and the CEO of the McCary Restaurant Group, and he is, of course, Italian descent in this restaurant group. And he lives by 3 simple principles: great food, great family, and the great zest for life. The first restaurant was established in Warren, Michigan, which we're looking at right here, and it was established in 1989. So the first restaurant, we're proud to say, was over 30 years in the making, and they've developed 8 other metropolitan restaurants. And if I'm reading a little bit, it's just because today is my first training session, so bear with me. Our philosophy and I'm quoting from Joe, our philosophy was created over 30 years ago by the late master chef Aldo. Let me see, I don't want to blotch up his name. Ottaviani. And his quote was, buy the freshest seasonal ingredients and prepare them from scratch each and every day. And one of the things that I like to talk about when I talk about the Joe McCary Restaurant Group is that they do make their food fresh every day. They don't open up the boxes or the cans. And as I interview as the divisional train, or excuse me, as the Director of Talent Acquisition and Training Development, as I talk to new hire team members, some of the things that I hear when I'm interviewing the cooks and behind the back of the house is they say, I want to cook real food. I want to work for Joe McCary Restaurant Group. I don't want to open cans, right? Where's my back of the house team members? Raise your hands. Excellent, excellent. Right, thank you. Yes, and so it's important that we let our customers know that our food is made fresh every single day, family style. Now, the belief that resonates today and carried on by the corporate executive chef Jim Oppett, when instilled with the same philosophies, he says our passion is quality products. And you'll get to see him tomorrow. Those are you that are servers, raise your hands. Chef Jim is amazing. I'm a huge fan, The way he presents his food, he goes to Italy, and not only does he go to Italy, but he goes to the little remote cities in Italy, off the tourist track, and he gets those recipes. He even mentions that he got kicked out of the little town before because he had an American accent, and they said, no, we don't want you here. But he's very humble, and he's amazing at what he does. So tomorrow is going to be a very exciting class, and you'll get to meet him as well. Now, the Andiamo Restaurant Group, and all the team here is from the Andiamo Restaurants, is also a stellar example of giving back to the community, which I think is amazing. They have a very philanthropic attitude. They give to charitable organizations, including the Capuchin Soup Kitchen, the Henry Ford Hospital, as well as the Hermelin, I believe you say it that way, Hermelin Brain Tumor Center, and the St. John's Hospital. So you're working for a very amazing family. So here's our first restaurant. It's called the Mother's Ship. That's how I was introduced to it in Warren, established in 1989. And they have the banquet hall. We also do outside events, and we have an Andiamo food truck as well. We have our Bloomfield Township location. How many are from Bloomfield, the west location? Excellent. How was your drive-in? Fantastic. Well, welcome. We're glad to see you today. Now, our Bloomfield location also has banquet facilities. We take pride in that. We have an event planner that conventionally located on, or conveniently located on the site, ready to help coordinate with all the essentials, which is great. This is a beautiful facility with their dining studio. I call it a dining studio because it's beautiful in there, very authentic. They have the Tuscan room, the modern stunning Tuscan room, can accommodate up to 60 guests, and is perfect for an intimate reception. This elegant space is located on the main level of the restaurant and has a warm ambiance with a fireplace. And so it's elegant dining rooms, private dining rooms can reserve separately with accommodations up to 100 guests and 30 guests in the smaller room, or reserve both rooms together for a larger event for up to 150 guests. Now each room is ready to allow your guests to dance the night away or on the built-in dance floors, and the granite bar is a perfect place for the family and the friends to gather. And we offer a wide variety and range of audio and video options that are also that are complete with the Wi-Fi. So it's a beautiful location. If you have not been there, I highly recommend that you do visit. And of course, we have our Dearborn location. This is one of my favorites. It's a beauty. Now, the Dearborn location on Diamo has a banquet center as well, and this is where we're at today. Our beautiful rooms can open up to one large room, so this room opens up into a larger setting. And we have another private dining room with a beautiful Italian garden mural painted on the wall, which is in the front of the building here. And we also have the Avenue room, which is perfect for meetings and intimate family dinners, and can seat up to 24 guests. The Logia room is our garden room. And if you haven't seen it, it's located on the back end of the building there. It's absolutely stunning, the view. It's one of my favorite. There's actually a little path out there that you can walk on. Am I right? What do you like about that room, Aya?
Beautiful scenery right through the windows.
Right through the windows. It's all completely opened up. There's windows all on one side. It's absolutely stunning. That is my favorite room of all time. And we have the patio room, which is also gorgeous and can seat up to 80 guests. And then that's the one that has the sweeping views of the outdoors. So it's a hidden gem in our Dearborn location. And there is our beautiful dining room. Now we have the Sterling Heights location. How many of you are from Sterling Heights? Excellent. Jennifer, welcome. Our little Lone Ranger over here from Sterling Heights. We appreciate you coming in today. And we're going to talk a little bit about Sterling Heights location. Our Sterling Heights location was established in 2003 with a seating capacity of 375. It has 3 private dining rooms and an enclosed patio that can seat up to 60 guests. Beautiful. We have our Detroit Riverfront location. How many are from the Detroit Riverfront? Excellent, welcome. It's beautiful down there. I love that ambiance. And I know you guys are really busy right now with the auto show, right? Yeah. Good deal. You get to meet people from all over the world, and that is so exciting. Now, Andiamo Detroit Riverfront is a must-see, absolutely, restaurant located in the heart of Detroit. And the scene inside is inviting, sophisticated, and urban chic. It's seducing your senses like no other downtown establishment can. It is located with window views of the river and Canada's beautiful skyline. Andiamo Detroit Riverfront has been selected by Open Table Diners as one of the best in the area. Galleria K is a great space for small gatherings or meetings, and it seats up to 30 guests. Galleria B has its own private bar and restrooms, and is a great meeting, showers, rehearsal dinners, or even small wedding receptions. These 2 rooms combined can accommodate up to 90 guests. The Presto Cafe is located in the GM Winter Garden, and Presto Cafe boasts a beautiful view of the river and Canadian shoreline and can accommodate groups of 20 to 200, and it's space for dancing and options for formal, sit-down dinners or strolling stations. This is an ideal space for wedding receptions and large celebrations. And we have, of course, our Clarkston location, which is beautiful. Anyone from Clarkston? Our Clarkston location? Okay. I know there were a few that drove in from Clarkston. Thank you for that. Now, our Clarkston location, Andiamo, is called Andiamo Trattoria Clarkston, and it is reminiscent of a home-style restaurant in Italy. This friendly trattoria is just right for casual family dining, featuring a stone pizza oven and big portions. Andiamo Trattoria also has a fabulous bar area and cocktail and wine list offering, perfect for date nights or a night out with friends. Andiamo Trattoria of Clarkston has also been selected by Open Table Diners as one of the best in the area. Andiamo Clarkston Banquet Facility has private accommodations for gatherings from 20 to 80 people, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And Clarkston has a lot of competition out that way. It seems like every week a new restaurant is popping up, but those that come to Clarkston location, it is a reminiscence of family gatherings and birthdays, wedding celebrations, anniversaries. It's amazing. Even bridal showers and baby showers. It is absolutely gorgeous. We have our Livonia location. How many are in from Livonia today? Excellent. Welcome. Welcome. Good to have you. Now, our Livonia location is conveniently located on 7 Mile between I-275 and Haggerty. And we can enjoy the delightful Andiamo ambiance, offering decor with a variety of many different regions of Italy for your dining pleasure. An all-season glass patio allows you to experience casual upscale dining while sipping award-winning wine from our brilliantly stocked wine cellar, perfect for wine maturation. And the wine cellar is one of your strong features there. We still have it. Are you familiar with how the wine cellar works for you, those and the others? Buzz, would you mind sharing that with us?
Sure, but we would know. No, we have a great selection there, and we have a lot of great wine lockers for the wines. And I'm just learning myself, so it's just set up. And Jason, who's the other man, does a wonderful job.
Absolutely, it is so beautiful. In the room, there's a private room there that is just enclosed with these beautiful wines. And the wine lockers are where our guests actually have their own little locker with their favorites that they have. So when they come to dine with us, if they would like to choose one from their selection, they most certainly can. But many times they choose our selections instead. I think that's just for their own sake of having them there. Absolutely. And Andiamo Trattoria in Livonia has been selected by Open Table Diners as one of the best in the area as well. So that's awesome. And just then look at the inside of the dining room. And this is our new Fenton location. It is beautiful. I don't have more pictures than this, but we will most certainly have more to come in the future, and I'm excited about that. Now, our Fenton location it should be opening next month. And it is occupying the entire first floor of the New Horizon building located on the corner of Silver Lake Road and North Leroy Street in downtown Fenton. This new location is under construction and expected to open in February of 2019. The restaurant will be the next generation of Andiamo, and feature a new, modern, stylish, and fun layout with a host of amenities including indoor and outdoor dining options, a Four Seasons room with two-sided fireplace, and a large bar with a lounge seating area for private dining and events. And here we have Joe and Rosalie, our founders and COO, our cornerstones of this family of restaurants. And now I would like to introduce you to our leadership team. I'm first going to read you some of the excerpts taken from an article titled "The Man Behind the Restaurant." And I really fell in love with this article when I was doing this research. It is by Nick Lico and was published in the Macomb Now magazine. And this is a quote. "In the restaurant business, the name Joe Vicari is well known. He owns 9 Andiamo restaurants in metropolitan Detroit, including one of Detroit's by the Metropolitan Airport. His restaurant group further includes the Andiamo Steakhouse in Las Vegas, Brownies on the Lake in St. Clair Shores, and the four local, the Country Inn family restaurants, and he co-owns Joe Mears Seafood in the Renaissance Center. In total, Vicari owns 20 businesses. Not all are restaurants, half are located in Macomb County, and his companies, which include Freedom Hill Amphitheater in Sterling Heights, employ more than 1,300 people. 1,300 people, When asked what the average person would be surprised to discover about him, he quickly replies, "I'm approachable, easygoing family is a big part of my life. For me, the greatest joy in the past few years has been my grandchildren." I thought that was great. He's a good dad and a grandfather. That sense of family extends well beyond Rosalie with his wife of 36 years and his 3 children, daughters Teresa, Ahi, Carmelia Gray, and son Dominic, who is the director of operations for the Andiamo Group. To Vicari, his employees and his customers are also family. We have a lot of employees who have been with us 10 to 15 years, and I believe we should treat people the way you would want to be treated. We try to be flexible with our employees, understanding that they have families. I am proud that we provide a livelihood to so many people, Vicari said. At his restaurants, the former college linebacker welcomes his guests with a firm handshake and a hearty smile. It's one of the most pleasurable aspects of his business. I got in the restaurant business because I thought I would be doing it with my father and would expand by opening up another location or 2. Somehow the restaurant business really got into my blood. I would go to different restaurants and see the interaction between the owners and the customers. I really like the idea of interacting with the guest, he said, and he encourages his managers and his partners to follow his suits. I want our customers to feel at home, and I think that one of the reasons that's one of the reasons for our success. Joe does not hesitate in helping those less fortunate, and he supports organizations such as the Capuchin Soup Kitchen, which we discussed earlier. And before Rosalie joined her husband in the restaurant business, she was a teacher with a master's degree in education. Today, the COO and influential First Lady of the Joe Vicari Restaurant Group helps run its restaurants like an experienced headmaster at the elite private school. And I thought that was a beautiful article and wanted to share it with you. And just the fact that Joe really does look at you, and Rosalie, they look at you like family, and they look at us like family, and that's what we are. And so we need to treat each other as such. Now here we have Chef Jim Offit, which you will be meeting tomorrow. And he is the executive chef for the Vicari Restaurant Group, and he oversees all of our restaurants from the culinary side. And day 2 training tomorrow, he will be going over the menu with you, how to pronounce the menu, how to upsell the menu, different recommendations and specifics of the ingredients. It's amazing, and you will actually be able to taste them. So he likes to bring out and present as well. And our Director of Operations, we have Gabriel Vera, and he is also a chef as well. And however, his main focus here with the Vicari Restaurant Group is in the operations. And he will step in, he will step in if he has to and roll up his sleeves to help. And you will get the opportunity to meet him today. And I have to say that because as I was watching Gabriel interact with the team and he took me on a tour to all the different restaurants when I started with the group in September. And one of the things that I really admire about Gabriel, and I know I'm probably going to say a little bit too much, was the fact that at the Joe Muir Seafood, which is an outstanding restaurant, just absolutely gorgeous, he actually helped out with the chefs, and he rolled up his sleeves and he was in there helping out. And it was just awesome to watch that, because you don't really go into corporate America and see too many operations directors getting in there and rolling up their sleeves. So I would like to welcome Gabriel. Gabriel, if you'd like to stand, please, and say a few words.
Thank you. I don't want to introduce, but to say too much about me. For the main thing for me, and it's about really, doing the right thing, even though no one is watching. And that's something that we really need to adhere to. And as you go along with your different positions, that goes very, very far. Once again, doing the right thing, even though no one is watching. It's different when your chef is around, or your manager is around, or part of around, or ownership is around, and you're doing your job. But it really shows integrity and a high level of respect for yourself when you do what is right for your guests. Ultimately, what I would like to mention is that we're in this business to make people happy. You know, that's one of the reasons why we signed up to food and beverage. Anybody who's in the food and beverage business, in my opinion, is because they really, really love what they do. If you don't love what you do in food and beverage, then this is not the career for you. But I'm sure in this room right here and in the restaurant that we have a lot of people who love food and beverage, and that's important. Making people happy, making our guests happy, the connection that we have with our guests. Actually, when I started my career in the food and beverage world as an executive chef, sous chef, dishwasher, you know, one of the things that really my philosophy back then was to transmit the emotions that I had through my food. You know, to go to my guests and make every single dish special, and they go into my guests and say, "How was everything?" When you look in them and smile when I was in the kitchen, you know, that went really, really far for me. So I continue to fire myself up every single time when I see guests just enjoying themselves. You know, and that should be. Just remember, for example, when you get promoted from a dishwasher to a cook position, or when you go from a busser to a server, or when you're going from a server to a manager, or from a manager to a GM. Every time that you got those promotions or you got into a new role, you were very excited about it. I mean, there was something in there that, I mean, you were looking forward to do that job and looking forward to do the best you can. Well, sometimes that passion can go away. Sometimes that fire disappears, and it's our job, our duty, you know, to reignite that passion every single day. You know, when you wake up in the morning, don't make it just one more day in life. You know, make it count. That's what makes a difference. Because nobody, in my opinion, I don't like going to my job and just pretend like it's just one more day and here we go again. And then go to sleep, eat, and go to sleep, and then next day it's all over again. So what I do to make it count is just remain with a positive attitude. You know, really keep in mind that we're here to satisfy our guests. I don't wake up every morning and thinking how in the world I'm going to mess up with Marie-Therese today, or how I'm going to mess up with the general manager for different location. That's not what it goes through my mind. What goes through my mind is what needs to be done, how are my guests doing, and just following up with many different things that we have to do in the restaurant business. You know, the restaurant world brings a lot of different levels of complications and different scenarios on a day-to-day basis. Being happy and doing what you like to do and loving what you do is not one of them. That's natural. That comes from within. So with that being said, I would like to welcome everybody. I think that they're going to be, some of you guys are already working in different locations. This is very important to me. Having this orientation right now, we have been working on this for almost a year. You know, with John Rodriguez, Walter, and Marie-Therese, you know, and ownership and Chef Jim to develop this orientation. So our team has the same message delivered to every single operation. So this is actually very exciting once again, and I'm very proud to be sitting around, in front of you right now. So if you see me around, I'm sure you will. Just let me know how we can help, and once again, we're here to satisfy our guests, right? So enjoy your lunch.
Thank you, Gabriel.
Well, that was very nice. It is an honor to have him here today and to have Rosalie here. I'm a little bit nervous, so you can see that. Having the two big bosses in the room, right? But now we're going to talk about our, we're going to kind of expound on what Gabriel just talked about. That's what this whole next section is going to be about. And Gabriel touched on it with our mission statement. And our mission statement, and this is what we live by at the Vicari Restaurant Group. So I highly encourage you to memorize the mission statement. We are fueled by our passion of what we do every day, delivering exceptional service and true, authentic cuisine to our valuable guests. Every meal, every request, every time. We are a team and a family committed to each other's success, doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. Isn't that great? How many of you do that? How many of you do the right thing when no one's looking? Right. Well, there's some people that don't like to follow the rules, or they like to take shortcuts. And so integrity is everything to me, and it's everything to the Vicari Restaurant Group. And so it is important to do the right thing always, and not to take the shortcuts. And those are some of the things that we're going to talk about in the next section. Okay, you ready for our featured presentation? We have a couple of videos that I really want to take a look at today that will help you get an even better view of what the restaurants have to offer.